Guys, come let me show you something very, very powerful here. I used to be this type of trader that suffered from FOMO, fear of missing out. All right. And fear of missing out is always associated with losing in the market. Now, a lot of the time you get stopped out, not because you did not pick the right buyers, but you get stopped out because you are eager or you are in a hurry to get into the trade. Look at this particular example right here. Just take a look at this chart. Now look at what price did. Boom, crashing to this side. I just want you to picture this area, nothing more than this, please. Crashing into this area. Now what you do is to wait for retracement, come back into this area and take your trade. All right. So what if I tell you that the chances that this is going to work perfectly is very, very minimal compared to when you stay patient for price to reach your OTE. I know some of you don't even know what OTE is. OTE is optimal trade entry, and that is the ideal place for price to move smoothly if you are taking trade from that location. Now look at this. Pick your FIB level, put it here. This is swing high, swing low. All right, let me adjust this my FIB level. Yesterday I was trying to take a TGIF strategy, so I decided to activate the 20%. So this is your FIB levels, and my Fibonacci tool I just decided to use just 3 particular points. If you look properly, you would see the 0 level, 50% level, and 100% level. This is nothing new, but those of you that are new will learn to watch this. So this 0 level, can you see this green part from the 50% downward? It is what ICT call discount. All right, discount. So every businessman out there doesn't want to do business when everyone out there, if you are doing business, no businessman wants to give discount easily. So everybody wants to sell something when it is highly expensive so that they can make so much profit. All right. So selling here, if you are selling here, assuming you saw price came back, you decided to sell, it's not going to give you the maximum kind of price movement you are looking for. In fact, you may even get yourself stopped out because definitely your stop loss is going to be above here, which means immediately price will get you stopped out. All right. So you need to understand how this works. This premium area is the most important part of this swing. If you are taking trade from this premium area, you will get the best kind of price movement. So look at this. If I were to take trade from this area, let's say price came here and I'm eager to just get in this sell movement. That is FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out of this movement because definitely I have not been able to see the entire price action. So I am going to take my sell here. Let me take this out. I'm going to be right here in this trade. So let's say, boom, I'm taking the sell here. You know, it may surprise you to know that some people don't know that this is what happens. Some of you that are seeing as if it's not possible to take that kind of trade, it is simply because you are informed now. But the poor uninformed trader is taking this sell here. He said, yes, I am taking this sell from here. You know, this is just a simple explanation I want to give you on this video. I am taking the sell from here. Now price has started moving and definitely he's going to target so much. Yes, definitely. Price has started moving, but then all of a sudden you are stopped out. You are stopped out. Why? Simply because of FOMO, fear of missing out. You are always eager to get into the trade. But if you knew that there is this concept of premium and discount, you would have waited a little bit. And this speaks about how powerful patience is in the market. You need to watch out for price. Calm. Now, look at this. Somebody will say, yes, what are you saying? Now I am in premium. Because if I do something like this, swing low, swing high, this is premium. Yes, it is premium. But do you know something called OTE? Optimal trade entry. Optimal trade entry. And for you to get that, let's divide this guy, the premium side, into two also. If we divide this premium side into two, let's say this is it. Let's say from here, this is, is that the right place? Into two. The optimal side is this OTE, the later part of this above side. So imagine I am taking this trade from here. Definitely, I am seeing a fair value gap here. All right. It is very much okay if you don't know so much about what you're doing in the market, especially if you're new to the smart money concept. I may take this trade. Don't get me wrong. I may take this trade. But the question now is, where is my stop loss? If you're taking this trade, all right? That is the question you're going to ask yourself. Where is my stop loss? Here. And definitely, I don't want to see it from the lower time frame perspective. That is my stop loss. Is that something you would do? Or you're going to bring your stop loss above this fair value gap? This is something somebody will also do, because there are different kinds of people in the market. So this calls for you watching far beyond just what you're seeing in that location. And that is why I told you, in a myriad of point of interest that are in premium, you have to also vet which one of them is price really interested in. Which one of them is price going to have so much interest in? OTE. What do you have in OTE? You have a bearish order block. You have a fair value gap. These guys are stronger than this single fair value gap. Yeah, they are stronger. I have the one here and I have one above it. I would prefer the one above it. But then the uninformed trader will say, no, I want to be in this trade. I think this trade is going to run away from me. Let me be in this particular trade, and say, yes, I'm right. You see, it has started moving in my direction. It has started moving in my direction, only for you to realize that price is just trying to use you as inducement. All right? As inducement. Look at this. Did you see what happened? Did you get any delivery? No. Price is simply waiting for those who don't know what happens. If such things happen, people put in their entry here, their stop losses here, stop losses here, stop losses here. But what price is looking at above this area, by the way, this is just like a Saturday recap, just to give you something to study for the week. I'm just trying to cover some things for you. So please be patient with me. All right. So this guy that is taking his trade here is stop loss here, except if you are risking that much to put your stop loss above here, which is too much of a stop loss for me. So I have OTE, optimal trade entry, above here. That is where I have the fair value gap and the bearish order block. And do you know something? The most powerful, or the order block that has the highest chances of rejecting price, is this type of order block. An order block that has a fair value gap right close to it. And aside from that, you have a bearish breaker block. You see beyond that, 3 confluences there. Fair value gap, breaker, and a bearish order block. All right. So you end up becoming liquidity. Oh, What if I waited patiently? What if I was patient? Yes, you knew it because you were taking trade here, even though this guy is in the premium, but you should be rational enough to know that this fair value gap is definitely not going to be stronger than this one up here that has an order block close to it. Yes, you should know that. So inducement happens mostly when we are too eager to be in the trade, or we are too quick to take the trade. FOMO. All right. This is what you should learn. Always, you should use your rational mind to be able to know what price is always after. I have two, even if I have three fair value gaps here inside this premium area, I will prefer the one that has confluence, like the one that is closer to the order block. All right, the one that is closer to the order block. Let me see if I can get another example and show you. So I want you to look at this scenario. Just look at this scenario, this particular area. You see this area? This is another example. I want you to look at it. Price was shifting structure here to the upside, right? Boom, to the upside. Now, notice what price did. If you measure from here to here, just here to here, notice how price was using a lot of people. You know, somebody was taking trade here for the buy, for the buy, for the buy, liquidity build up, all this area, liquidity build up. But right below here, what do you have? A bullish breaker that has what? A fair value gap close to it. I just want you to see how these things works. You know, I don't need to find a perfect price action to show you this, because this is a real market scenario. All right. So notice what price did. Notice what price did. Price had to come back to the OTE. And what do you think was below all this low? Liquidity, money, liquidity. You know, that is what the smart money are always after. They want to deceive you into thinking that price was going to do exactly as you are planning. So this place is full of liquidity, money. So they got what they were looking for. Boom. FOMO caused you to lose money, because definitely your stop loss is not going to be here. It's going to be somewhere here. And look at what it did. Coming into that area, boom, still moving upward to deliver to that side. All right. So these things are always what you see in the market. Is that what I see here? No, I don't want to assume this one is a perfect. Okay, look at this. Look at this, guys. Notice what price did here. If you're thinking of this as a shifting structure, or you're looking at this area, look at liquidity build up, liquidity build up, liquidity build up. And what did price do? Pushing lower to the OTE, always after creating this deception. Money all around here. Swept it, remove you in the market, and went in your direction. So you will see this thing happens and say, oh, I got the right direction, but then I was too early in the trade. All right. I hope next time you'll be very patient to wait for price to always do this. And if you have a point of interest below these areas that is more relevant, you should be patient. This is a breaker, Confluence. All right. So price actually did that. I hope this helps a lot. If you found value in this is just a Saturday lesson for you to learn something. I hope you have gotten something in this video. If you have any question, don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you, guys. See you in my next video.